Hello again, Charlie Graham here, aka Two Buck Chuck, and I have a lovely lady with me that I want to interview, Francesca Jarvis.
That's me.
And I have some questions for you, Francesca,
Okay.
if you don't mind answering them for us.
Not at all.
Okay, first question. Tell us about your role in Judge Roy Bean.
I played Mrs. Jackson. Mrs. Jackson came into town as a prostitute on a wagon with my pimp who was being chased out of town, and then we were given over into the custody of the marshals. And Bart Jackson, who was the head marshal, was also the tallest. And I was the tallest of the prostitutes, so we fit. So I became Mrs. Jackson.
Very good. Now, how did you get the role? Through an agent or?
I think, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had an agent, and then Lynn Stallmaster was the casting director.
Okay.
And so he cast me. And I don't think I ever read for John Huston. I think he let Lynn trusted him. So, yeah.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, we came out every day from Tucson
Okay.
in a van. Houston lived on the set, but we were transported.
All right. So how long were you on the set typically?
We were originally scheduled for one weekend, but John Huston decided that he wanted to keep the wives around, and we were kind of thrown in as condiments. He'd put us in a scene kind of hovering in the background. And so it was 5 weeks. Ended up spending 5 weeks.
Any good stories from the filming of
Oh,
Roy Bean?
yeah. The animal trainer of Bruno the Watch Bear was a man named Ron Oxley. And Ron came with a lion because he couldn't leave Leo at home. So Leo came along, and every morning Ron would go walking, actually running with Leo the lion. And Leo would kind of ambush Ron. He would just go off to the side, and when Ron would run by, Leo would run after him, jump up onto his shoulder, with paws on his shoulders, and knock him flat on the ground. Then Ron would stake him out, long chain, maybe 25 feet, and the lion would go around and mark his territory, big circle. One day a woman came by, she was kind of watching what was going on, and she got just past this circle, and I said, "You don't really want to stand there." And she didn't listen to me. She thought the lion was so cute, and here came the lion, and he came up and lifted his leg and peed all over.
He stopped being cute at that point then,
At
didn't
that
he?
point, at that point.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Got one more question for you. Okay. What other
Yeah.
movies have you been in?
Oh, well, when I arrived in 1958, the movie industry was flourishing, and so Peter Maroney, who was the head of the drama department, and I had done a couple of plays for him, suggested me for a film called Lilies of the Field. And so I went and I was interviewed by Ralph Nelson, who, now I'd gone to Goodman Theater. I was an actor, working actor at that point. And now I'm tall. And I was self-conscious, so I took off my shoes to go in for the interview. And as I was leaving, Ralph said to me, "Francesca, you can put your shoes back on. I want to cast a tall nun."
So let me get this straight. You went from playing a prostitute.
Playing a nun to a prostitute.
Okay, not the other way around
Yeah,
then.
no,
Okay.
but I was lucky enough to do 25 films. So if you
Impressive.
look up my IMDb,
All right.
then you can see the films that I've made.
You could look up
Yeah.
mine if I had one, but I don't.
Anyway, yeah, Little House on the Prairie,
Mhm.
Gunsmokes, High Chaparral. Yeah,
Impressive. Very impressive.
anyway, it was fun.
It sounds like
I
it.
made movies and raised 3 kids.
Well, congratulations. If you could do both, you're doing really well.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you.
And it's been a pleasure being here with you because you're part of our movie set. And
Yeah.
I want to have you come back again.
Love to.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.